You know, I'm just being real. You know, I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to say nothing about situations a certain type of way. You know, but I'm gonna just be real. You know, if you have people that does stupid things, then that's something else. You know, like I don't want to get into that type of conduct. I already done the reason why we have civilization. Some people want reminders. I've been getting messages about reminders. There is good thing to be reminders because we need the reflection, but it's just like it's certain type of reminders though. You know, there's no call for a person. At this point in life, this is 2020. I could speak to you, and then you have to consider your own stupidity and what you're really doing even in life, because once I get to the point where I have to say something and in the broad social public, now your real situations already starting to happen in your life, and I'm just forewarning. And also remember, I'm a point of safety, so it's like a forewarning. Don't get mad at me for your stupidity of something if something happens a certain type of way, because I'm gonna be real. It's like I already forewarned you. So this is your conscience alone of your own conduct should let you know, okay, this and the other. You should know not to do this, not to do this, not to. And if one going into one higher of metaphysics of consciousness, then I'm gonna tell you just like this. You know, before you did stupid things, you should have considered, because other people don't got games. And I don't. It's just like, you see how my wife say, like the examples I use with certain of my wives. If they get psychotic and then they create their own little stalker inside of them, because it's wonderful to know. But when serious situations happen, this is for international security. When serious situations happen like that, I'm gonna be real. It's time for individuals just to be on some, yo. You know, you gotta change up certain other things. You know, it's good to help certain people sometimes. If individuals and social equality was too involved with certain other things, I don't know, just tell you, it's just like, you know, when she creates her own itch, she's gonna realize never to do it again, because probably it's lessons in her life, because sometimes it might be her own little reminder about her senses, about how she go about certain things. So throughout the time, she'll learn never to do something like that, because if somebody ever does give her a helping hand to do something different and do something else, then a person should understand. You should understand the reason of one's ethics to even keep one's mannerism up to date a certain type of way, even in the physical reality. If she don't, then you know, then like I said, I done made a YouTube video about certain things already. It's just the reality just setting in. It's just an individual says with time, a person wants to go and do certain things even in the physical reality. You got people that want to hoverboard, all type of shit, all type of things. But it's about the social equality and acknowledgement. Notice that equality been around for a long time. I already did a long time ago. Certain other things to do so is the development, because it shows you the responsibility on a higher level of conduct, even in the intensity of one's reality. And then when one touches a certain type of social habitation of one's atmosphere, of a certain type of current vibration, it could be traumatic or devastating to one's physics. And it's different for different individuals, and then an individual knows that, and then, hey, yo, listen, I already, yo, listen, you know, I'm a person, you know, I did umbak and all type of stuff. Listen, there was charts for certain other individuals, you know, with certain other things that go on a certain type of way, and the reason why they were supposed to be beyond cool with me in social habitation. But another person with other people manipulated other people's time and just tried to fuck them off, because they didn't want them to be around me because of social revenue, social equality, and comfortability. So the seriousness of other individuals' stupidity, because they did that to individuals, because the vote of one outside view, because one wants to probably obtain a certain type of acknowledgement, and then they were getting into certain things that was beyond sacred. It could have even been another reason of Secret Service, all type of, it could have been, and then another person did certain things, not caring, and then showing you the mentality of other individuals throughout time that want to know about a person's social my consciousness socially, my social, my comfort levels, and what's going on with other things of social equality, to know what's going on with them, how they have to handle certain things. Another person made it uncomfortable for them to even be close to themselves because they just thought about this revenue of social ignorance. Because if a person really knew the time that individuals in, it was even better. But because of what other individuals, they already just devastated the reality to show you what they did to the consideration they had to do. It's just like, you remember what niggas did to Haiti? You remember this? Yo, I wonder if anybody in social dignities remember about situations about Haiti, the way they broke up the empress because of certain things a certain type of way a long time ago, and then the respect that they had for their own empress certain type of way, and the representation of honor to another empress and what they did, and then the way they broke up that, you gotta know a lot of situations of what people did throughout time. And then another person wants to know how was the depth of the reality of that empress, what was broken of the honor, of one's sacredcy, of one's trust, of all type of ways, and the things that certain people did on that land, and then other people not thinking about that history and the reason of America, and then the other social equality, social habitation of revenue for equality of one's government. Another person did something else. You know what I'm saying? They did something else, and then they try to keep it going, and then they almost messed up a certain type of way. Certain individuals had to even try to get away from this type of situation, but it was because they were going after the broader horizon, because they knew there was more to it. Now, one learns the levels of honor, mentorship through time, but there's so much when the comfortability. Sometimes another person doesn't want to be so comfortable with other people. Another person wants to be comfortable. That has nothing to do with me, because when it comes to the overall now, the whole situation, once this happens, that's it. There's nothing else. It's like, I'm just going to be real with you. Another person tried to destroy their own dignity, tried to have another point of sacredcy to destroy its own self in the form of reflection into the depth, and then on top of it, tried to cause a confusion between me and another individual that was sacred to me even in life, but I didn't say nothing because I didn't want nobody to notice, and it wasn't meant for me to notice certain things at that time because of what already happened, because another person was already doing what they do for a living already for how long. So I'm just not saying nothing because it just shows you the reality that I'm in and why I have to make these videos for other individuals. It's just the reality even at a time. But I'm speaking of myself, but also, of myself while other people's listening, and then other things of other vibrational conduct. But I'm going to just be real, and it's just like, it shows you the higher intention of another individual getting to a position of power and their consideration with their own ignorance a certain type of way. And then from that happens, I just tell my kids, hey, you know what I'm saying? Now you got your own, you a flavor social community, and then the national security, you flavor booth in the social community, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of it, it's not like one's close to me where everything could be even more secure, for sure. One makes listen, it's like pushing away sacred regard. I remember this dude, he dealt with this chick, and he pushed away a sacred regard of mine. My God wanted to know me, couldn't get to know me, and then next thing you know, he just messed up the whole relationship. Now, the secondary social habitation of that's supposed to be cool with me. Now, a person said another person messed that up. What would happen with that situation? So a person already tried to shake up and break up the situation. How about if the mastermind happened to be that person on the ad of what I'm speaking about, and then all that situation happened, and then caused this whole situation? It could have been anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a person tells you, and then next thing you know, all the situations that gather for that social conduct, there you go. You know what I'm saying? What you think? But I'm just gonna be real. It's just like, say for instance, a secondary individual. Now they thinking like, yo, I need to get close to this individual. So their person already tried to shake up your sacredcy. So what's gonna happen with you? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If you comfortable with certain things out of the way, I'm a person of real honor. Like, sometimes a person could be comfortable, but this is why I play separate from my wife. Even at the time, I play mad separate from her because I'm not a joking person a certain type of way when certain serious things, because she's second in command, and then on top of it, other things happen. And I'm a person of already social habitation. I done did certain things. I'm already telling you, I don't gotta. Another person probably wants to see the experience and wants a person to get into certain type of social conduct. That's wonderful. When things are happy in life, anything can happen. Wonderful things can happen. But when you have an individual that's already trying to stagnate that, and then done save a social galaxy, more than their galaxy, to like their universe, to their galaxy, to the reason they still breathe air still to this day, even of social dignities. And another person doesn't want a person to care about that importance because they want to, it's like Guinness Book of World Records. They want to break the record so they can see us, to stagnate and stumble one's reality, and then they be looking for certain other things a certain type of next way. I did that with certain social dignities a certain type of way, and I done saved individuals to even be able to be receptive in the physical reality with this conduct, also using the cell phone a certain type of way at this time. So, an individual that show you they're more capable and to do certain things in the physical reality, I already saved that person's life, and then still left how can I say this? Less homework for them, because I could say that what I just said could be looked at any any type of social conduct when it comes to one's revenue, intellect, of one's ethics, a certain type of way, or education. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be real. I already left certain things already and did certain things, so a person has to just see the receptiveness and just think about what they're going on with their life, so they can know what they're making sure what their conduct is gonna be different, so certain things don't happen a certain type of way, because I didn't do anything for nothing. I did it because I love myself, and another person had to learn the importance. Now, my wife, when she gathers in the overall, some of them like being in this situation by themselves. They don't like other social congregation, and then you might have other people that gets a certain type of way, but it don't matter if a person wants to be to themselves or a certain type of things with themselves a certain type of way. That's what happens in the overall. I already educated more. I show my wife how to dress. I show her everything. I don't gotta get into certain things. If a person doesn't want me to get into that, is what she should be concerned about. So, I don't even want to, that's all it is. And then on top of it, then you have other people that's nervous because other situations that spoke about, and then, that's on you. I would have been real concerned, or it already happened. So it shows you the situation I was already dealing with. It shows you their mentality when it came to an individual, and it shows you a form of representation of what was going on with other individuals. And then you wonder about the depth of reality, that why it caused other individuals and their capability to be fucked up a certain type of way through time. And then a person has to think about it, because the person says, what are you speaking about? I said, I told you there was dudes that dealt with these girls I was supposed to deal with, because they just wanted my social equality. And then on top of it, the what they cause to families, universes, and social social levels of habitation, but they probably, you know, what I'm thinking about it now, they probably voted to keep it a certain type of way, and then another person knew the reality another type of way. It's just like, yo, how perfect could things be? It's just like, you can't spoil individuals too much. Sometimes you have to have things that's wonderful in life. It's just like when you know, what I did with Superman and them. I left everything for them just to reflect, nigga. Star Wars happened, nigga. You probably don't remember. You're a part of that, but in a certain type of way, you wouldn't even realize other things that was going on. Just don't worry about it. Just look and reflect, and then learn, then tell me thank you for the type of thing that I did for you could even be able to understand yourself one day. That's all I could say. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, what else? Another person, look, I had a sacred regard. Then the individual, because the guy was dealing with, he wanted the money, he wanted to be the voting representation. I don't know of what families that's causing my social habitation things I'm speaking about, and then didn't consider the levels of other individuals and family, didn't care, they probably voted for this, and then next thing you know, they're saying, fuck them at the end, he just don't care. Then when a person wants to live like a brute savage, and then you have other individuals a part of other social equality that could have been doing that, and they haven't been doing that, and they're just watching, but then again, it's just like social stars. You know, a person thinks about ancient Kemet and chemistry. You have social stars too. The pressurization of things that they're doing is just funny. You know what I'm saying? So, and then my wife, she can't tolerate certain things, and when she sees that, she knows how serious situations is. Then she looks at the time, and then she has to see the importance, because she's gonna realize, you know, at a time, certain of my wives, some of them, once I tell them to be away, just like I tell you, the habitation, self-conscious habitation, and I'll guide you, and certain other things. As soon as I tell certain of them that they already know they ain't gonna fight the situation, because they know I'm the reason of the existence. You know what I'm saying? Some of my wives may be a little nervous about the situation, like my spiritual guardian, I might be a little nervous because they have irritations and itches and other things going on with their social habitation. If they don't pay attention to it, it could be dramatic and traumatic to social reality, and then they might want me to know, but then I'm already reminding them, told them, you didn't hear me, I'm already adopted this. You're apart from me. I don't want to be involved in that. There's other things I'm not telling the individual, and then on top of it, I'm already with the real crown empress of the overall and the reason of the overall. So I'm not even gonna say certain things a certain type of way, because I'm not trying to break rulership or order of social habitation. Because one saying, why do I speak like this? I'm a star being. I speak to the stars. I'm not speaking to social habitation in certain type of ways. You know, you guys want to nitpick situations. So I'm a person, I'm the reason of education. There's nothing else to say. I'm beyond wonderful in my reality. I'm every day risking my life. I'm nice already. Every day, listen, I'm speaking to social stars of the reason of things that's going on with them also, and a point of the reason of their existence and reflection. So I'm just being real. So it's just like, you know, other individuals, they doing funny things and stuff. It's just like, yo, I'm not going to say nothing about certain other things. You know, other people went to a level, said, okay, just let it be a certain type of way. The individual started dealing with girls, didn't care about other families, then just wanted to live like a savage and just come through. And then next thing you know, he just wanted to get an other person's secrecy about fucking the other people's secrecy. And you know, if my wife, it's just like, say China, for instance. And I told China, like, yo, you know, sweets, I know you don't want to be by yourself. I know, you know, you're sometimes reflecting on me all day. You know, all type of situations. You be wanting to know what's going on. Your natural vibrations. I know, you know, your inner point want to go so and so. This and you know, you know, she's like, you know, she keep her conduct a certain type of way, but she knows how to. She's also she has her own overall situation. So she looks at her situation, and then the other feminine beings, I let come Asia. I let Asia be next. I let my wife India. I let them be. I let Asia and India be next to China. Or all type of other social habits. I did this with this wife. I did this with this wife, and then they keep thinking about, yo, this shorty came through. You know, that day she hot shit. You know what I'm saying? She wanted Sharon Stone and she wanted want Sharon Julia Roberts come beef. You know, I'm not gonna say Sharon Stone really because y'all know the difference, but she wanna come beef. You know what I'm saying? So she wanna come beef and speak about all type of other things, and then you know what I'm saying. She wanna come. Angelina Jolie came over here feeling like someone, what, and all type of shit, and then next thing you know, I'm like, oh man, and then I was already didn't want her to do certain things for me. At a certain point, she went and did it. Now I'm feeling like this every time so this happens, and then so, and then she wants to know if I'm paying attention to her. I'm like, yo, listen, man. I gave you an atmosphere. I'm just trying to blank out the situation. I don't know what you're talking about. I want to keep order. Just get the fuck. Leave me alone. I just want to be happy. you go. I'm still inside of me, but just don't bother me with your funny vibes. I just want to be happy. I'm atmosphering this. I just want to be happy. Just shut the fuck up. I'm not trying to break order. I just want to be happy. Just let me I gotta get my glow on. Now I gotta go all the way up and get my glow on. This is wonderful for a minute. I'm not gonna do this all the time, all day. Niggas watching me too much. Okay, then I come back down. Then next thing you know, okay, don't bother me, this and the other. Then other people want to regulate the day-to-day activity that I get into. Now, I don't get into, nobody's going to regulate my day-to-day activity is what I want to do. If what I feel I want to do. And then if a person gets too concerned, then they want to control the social equality. That means they're looking who's the real crown empress at the time of the time, and they're doing certain things, and there was already things already left the conduct that's supposed to be a certain type of way, and other individuals, they done scared off other individuals from even having consideration, and then another individual fucked the shorty and didn't care, and then started just wanted the money and cool with niggas, and then knowing about niggas, and other people have to consider the things that they do and the way they do it, and the person just caused me to get into an argument with my natural regard of the purity of myself. And I'm looking at this, and then on top of it, when it's happening, I'm not even considering or thinking. My mind is so pure form, I'm not even considering or thinking about what's going on at the time. I wasn't even thinking about certain things. Other things was already happening, and then I just knew when that person was around with that individual, the way, the representation of the lifestyle that the individual wanted, the individual and the things that they were getting to, it was wonderful because it was honorable at a level, just because it shows you the reason of honor in a person that cares, that knows what's going on in life, and then has to struggle with situations because the level that they at and the things that they see all day, and then the other individual, I don't give a fuck, I'm just gonna, I'm at the, I don't care, I'm just gonna do this, I don't give a fuck about you, and then hanging out with that person, it was just like, I don't want reality to be devastating. I'm in a social habitation. I just, that person already didn't care. Yo, listen, I was already it was so real. I was in a family, right? I slept in the family house and stuff at a time. A certain type of way to comfortability, and then a person wanted me to think about a certain type of things of when it comes to comfortability and having mannerism and what to do. But it's my family house and I'm the head of the family, so the way they live, they have to be comfortable in their conduct without another person feeling uncomfortable. That will cause an upset in the natural current, the conduct of their anatomy and matter, where a person would have humility and be like, yo, you don't do this, you don't do that. But the person that did it was really the grown person, but a person didn't know. So I'm the head of the whole social star chart. So for the real elders are doing certain things, for their respect, another person didn't say nothing to the certain little conduct of things I did without a person just being in the family house. But they're supposed to do that. But I'm the real elder, so when they do it, it's not gonna look like a certain type of way. And if a person thinks about it looking or getting too concerned, oh, he did this, how about he this? You start nitpicking. That's when the elders will know, oh, okay, this person wants to break, this person really didn't give a fuck, wanted to break order. Now, if an elder was concerned about certain conduct with certain individual, what was going on with this individual, and then on top of it, that person thinks I gotta risk my life ahead of time, and then they wasn't even thinking about it because another person was already trying to mind fuck them because of what happened to me in Boogie Night, and then they telling them, yo, this nigga in the house, you know what I'm saying, this nigga did this. So the other elders that know what's going on, that's trying to hold the situation, says looking like, oh, this motherfucker right there, he just wanted to fuck this nigga shit. Oh, he would have killed mine. So this nigga, the nigga's like, not only did me recover from that shit, he had another. Oh my god! And then that shit was to put niggas' lights out all the way. That shit was to put it. And then you had another person that wanted to get close to the individual, and then you don't know the blame they want to put on another person. Another person didn't want that to happen. Ever things that happened to me in my life, but it happened, and then on top of it, the person want to say that person's moving so real that this guy, and it's just I don't want to hear that because nobody baby, because everybody have life and experience. There was education. So when certain things happening, a person says, "I was moving with yeah, you moving with the realest nigga you ever met, the reason of your existence." You wouldn't be, you surprised niggas? You had a point against no the realest nigga. Yo, this is it. This is it right here. So then they wanted to blame something on my other on other habitation, and then on top of it, then they agreed of the experience growing with them, and because you gotta remember, it's the vibrational current of reality. Yo, I made all space, my nigga. There was nothing but me. There's nothing but me. Nothing but me. There was no land, nothing but me. And then I just did what I did. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing else. Another person said, yo, listen, when you see black depth space, that's because of me. I told you, it's nothing but me. You don't know what's going on. Don't worry about it. You ain't never gonna know what's going on that type of level. You're crazy. Yo, listen. When another individual got to know, you remember, so in life, it's like identity theft, for a person just wanted to be remembered a certain type of way. But it's because my science was so precise and perfect, other people wanted to see the elevation of my quality of the things I already did. I'm the Ra. So my wife is already in love with me. She knows certain things to her point, and she wants to know, I don't play shit like that. I don't do stuff. I don't break order. Never. I always keep it precise. Order always up regarded. Always make sure that it is held up and appropriate of one's honor. Make sure that one's legacy is just wonderful. Even in lineage is wonderful. I'm just being real. Another person grew with their greed, so the vibrational conduct of it had to be a certain type of way, but then the vibrational conduct of what they try to do is a sacred regard, because a person said they didn't care about the sacred regard. And then I'm wondering if when my regard tried to see what was really going on, like, yo, listen, my nigga, this is what so-and-so, this and the other. They already seen how real it was, you know what I'm saying? Could have almost lost their life. Another person says you wouldn't believe it. The littlest thing, I'm a real doctor. Niggas doing real certain things in life, and I see certain real things go on. I hear certain things. I already know what it is, I don't have to tell you the reasons of allegory and all type of stuff. I don't gotta say nothing. Oh, okay, so how I feel about it, what can I say? Like, how fam feel about, what can I say? I'm not going to go, I want to get to know certain things, but a certain type of way, it's just like refreshing the vibration. But I don't want, an elder person doesn't want people lying to them, my nigga. A child doesn't want people lying to them, my nigga. Oh, man. I had to balance this. Yo, my nigga. But I'll be real, it's just like an individual in life wonders about certain things. And I tell an individual like, yo, my wife, sometimes even on a level of space, my wife has another positioning of importance that already demoralizes the other crown empresses a certain type of way. Another person can't know the reason of something because it's regarded, but can't know the reason of that because they're not going to understand the reason of one's social habitation. And then the honor of even being in that position where a person humbles their reality, where my wife even shows you she shows you the importance of she shows you the importance of the reality of even her humbling herself and even of her physical to show you what's important and the way another person could be grievous to the things that they do, because another person's dream that could be a reality. If you do something that dishonors a person, it could be devastating. Anything else of the conduct could be devastating a person. So it's just like being on a movie script, and then my wife shows you she plays a man, and then you look at it, you be like, you so, and then you see another one that represents herself just looking way more brutal and fucked up, and you be like, oh my god, how could that change? And then you want to be a super saver hero, a super saver, because a chick will show you. Listen, let me show you something about art in reality. A chick will be a representation as a maid, or a person that doesn't know too much, or somebody, and then somebody takes advantage of that person and does the wrong thing. Their reality of their life could be devastating to a person that is on such a high plateau in existence. When you meet that person, you'll be like, yo, how is nice? And then he'd be like, then he tells you, I'm his dad. And then you looking at the nigga, and it's like already mind-boggling and confused, right? And then the individual imagine Superman's older brother from somewhere else come looking at Superman, and then you already feeling mind-boggling about certain things. Like, how could that, is the reality couldn't set in the side of you? The reality could have set inside of you a certain type of way, and then it's like you're hearing the same thing all day. This, and then it's just like wondering, and then a person don't care about it after a while. Like, for what? You know, care about for what? Yo. It's nothing else to say about certain things. You just look at niggas like, damn. And then when you have a person, now let me show you how real this is. When you have a person that already knows, and then on top of it, that tries to be on the same plateau, then it's just like the natural conduct. A person, should a person knows this, should a person know that, or this and it's just causing it. It could be a conflict, could be a compromise, could have been anything. So a person don't want to get into situations about certain other things a certain type of way. But I'm just being real. It's like my wife, she plays a maid or certain things, and then she be like, you see her real social quality. You like, why did you do something like a man? It feel like another individual dream come true, and then it already went wrong because she with the wrong person. She's like, damn, losing everything, and the niggas just every day niggas is just standing over there just looking at her with the outside on their gate, just with their posters sticklers looking at. Bye. all time, the serious walkthrough, like, yo. And then I have family of conduct that already did certain things, and then the way they flamboyant about their situation is a certain type of way because they try to keep a certain type of happy vibrational conduct. But you can't do that to an individual that's real, because a real honor, and it's really me, a real honor can't. I'm in social recovery. You can't make me look at something. Would I die for it? What the fuck you talking about? I'm in social recovery. Why the fuck would you ever? Are you crazy? Then you want to know the funny thing? I'm a really creation himself. Oh my god, I love myself too, for real. I reminded my wife, I love myself first. She said, what you told? Because let me show you something. My wife is the type of person, she show you her lifestyle is because, she loves herself. You know what I'm saying? She knows what's going on about herself. A person can't get lost in herself. Like, you see when some of my star children, they took chicks other places. They get lost with that. You know what I'm saying? They can get lost. And then